So I'm walking home from the gym, and when there's somebody in the crosswalk, the cars are supposed to stop when they're crossing the street. So I'm walking across in the crosswalk, and I got good peripheral vision, and I see the car coming towards me. He's not slowing down. In fact, it looked like it was speeding up. And I actually had to jump out of the way a little bit, or he would have fucking hit me. And I'm not gonna have no car hit me going fucking 35 miles an hour so we could do a hit and run. Fuck that. So people nowadays have no respect. They have no fucking respect. They don't give a fuck about anybody else. They don't care about human decency. They don't care about even slowing down for somebody. They'll just plow you over. Not everybody. I mean, most people are pretty courteous, but there's a general population of, not general population, there's people out there that just don't give a damn. And in this environment, you have to be extremely patient. You have to be extremely cautious, because people just don't give a shit. They really don't. They really don't care. Like that dude, he was going like 35 miles an hour, man. And like I said, I'm not gonna get clipped by some fucking car going 35 miles an hour because the motherfucker wants to have some kind of big ego and not slow down. I'm in the crosswalk. I was in the right, and that motherfucker wants to go to prison. If he would have hit me, he would have went to prison. It's going that fast, being that reckless. That's what I'm saying. This society we live in is so degenerate, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And that is why people are evacuating cities and bigger towns and going in the middle of nowhere, because people have no common courtesy. They have no respect. They're not being taught any of this stuff. And all they care about is themselves. This is a narcissistic society, individualistic. People film people dying instead of getting them help. People just don't care about anybody but themselves. So my advice for people is to be very cautious, be very aware of your surroundings, try to avoid people who you think are easily antagonized. Some people just want to start trouble. I could feel a person's energy at work, and I feel like they got a problem with me, and I didn't do nothing to them. But I could feel that energy that they want to, they want to fight me. They want to talk shit to me. They want to start something with me for no reason, because they're unhappy in their lives. They're pissed off, and it's ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous. The big thing is, people aren't being taught respect. Some people have a notion of, you have to earn my respect, and that is complete opposite. Everybody should be given common courtesy, respect when you first meet them, unless they show that they don't deserve respect. Trust is what needs to be earned, but respect should just be shown to everybody. That's what happens when you live in a civilized society. But in this society, is becoming more and more uncivilized. You can see with the parades that they're doing in like Seattle and Toronto, and they have these grown ass men. They're naked and they're around little kids. It's it's a fallen society, and it's getting worse. And what's going to happen, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, is there's going to be a tipping point. There's going to be a tectonic plate, like in an earthquake, when it's like so like wound up because there's so much pressure that it just snaps, and then there's an earthquake. There will be some type of civil war, some type of several conflicts, because when you got people on the, I know this is turned into political, but when you got people on the left outright saying that they're coming for your kids, that's it right there. That's it. Because if you can't protect your kids, if you cannot protect your, and the government is taking people's kids over in California and Washington State, if you don't agree with your child thinks that, oh, they're trans, and you don't agree with them getting puberty blockers or hormones and like that, they'll come and take your kid and put them in foster care. They want to, it's the same thing with the Nazis. That's what the Nazis did. They want the state to have control of the kids. And it's just, it's not, it's a degeneration of a society. It's still going downwards. Like I said, at some point there's gonna be a tipping point. Will be some type of backlash, and people are gonna revolt. They're gonna have enough, and they're not gonna put up with it no more. And they're gonna get tired of the government shit. They're gonna get tired of the crazy radical shit. And this is how Hitler gained power. And that's what I fear, is there's gonna be a Hitler type of dictator. And it's not Trump, I'm telling you, it's not Trump. There's gonna be someone that rises, that people are gonna fall behind, because they're just tired of this fucking bullshit. They're tired of this nonsense. They want some type of decency. And not saying that anything that Hitler did was decent, but he promised that, and he did bring prosperity to his people. I was on the backs of others, and he did horrendous things to others. And that's what I think is probably going to happen here. You're probably going to have some type of dictator that's like a Hitlerish type of people, and it's going to swing hard back to the right, man, at some point. Because we can't keep this up. We just can't keep this up of a society that has no respect for anybody. But yeah.